Hello there. Well, it is March. Always seems a bit weird to actually talk about anything at the moment that's not coronavirus, but we're not going to talk about that today. We are going to, I am going to show you, with Amy behind the camera, what I've been working on. And I just seem to be knitting. It's really, really bizarre. I've not picked up a crochet hook for a while. So, this is the first thing I finished. How nice is that? I actually made 3 of these. I've made one in pink, one in blue. It is a free pattern that's available on our website, and the book is available free in store. It's Rowan. It is a beanie collection. This is, I've made 3. I made one in pale blue, one in pale pink. It's 1 ball of Rowan cocoon, and then I've popped a pom-pom on the top of it. Really easy. You can knit this in a night. Knit it, sew it up, stitch your bobble on one night. That's it, done. So I made this one when I was on the plane going skiing. Yeah, and I just love it. It is actually, put it on, I'll show you. I just think it's a really, really lovely hat. Does that look all right, Amy? Yeah. And it fits well. I say 1 ball, it's the perfect knit. So that was the first thing. I finished quite a bit recently, but that was finished for a while ago. Now, welcome to the Weekender sweater. Can you see that properly? Yeah. This is Andrea Mowbray. I'm hoping I've said that wrong. I'm really sorry if I haven't. Drea Renee Knits. And this is the Weekender sweater from Ravelry. And I fell in love with this ages ago, and I showed it to Barbara in store. She went, you've got to make it in the Rico. So this is in Rico Fashion Modern Aran Tweed. Rico yarns always have the longest names known to man. 9 balls, and I did the first size. And what's really clever about this jumper, and I think now all jumpers should be knitted like this, is you knitted the back rib, left that on a piece of yarn, got some dog hair, knitted the front rib, and then you put it all on a circular needle, and it's all knitted in the round. Stitch marker on either side to give you, and you do the slip stitch up the middle. So it's knitted completely in the round until you get to here. What I will say, I've not made my sleeves quite wide enough. I need to give that a good blocking. I've not done it yet to stretch that out a bit. So knit it all around and around, get to here, separate for the front and the back, leave the back on stitch pins. I can't think of the word of it. Gosh, I'm going a bit bonkers. Did the front, did the back, and then you leave the top. You cast off, doing a 3 needle cast off and join your shoulders. So that leaves you with almost a tank top. Then you pick up and knit the sleeves and knit the sleeves out. And I knitted the sleeves, do it using magic loop. Sounds more complicated. It's really simple. Not a stitch to sew up at the end. Not a single stitch. You're not sure. If you heard a crash, then that was something in the tea shops. Always a worry. So that's the Weekender sweater. I knitted that start to finish in 13 days. And I don't get a massive amount of time to knit. So really, really pleased with that. I do a couple of hours a night, generally. But I have had a couple of lazy Sundays where that's all I've done. So the Weekender sweater, I will very likely make another one of these because it was just such an easy knit. If you haven't done knitting in the round yet, you really must try it. Like I say, not a single bit of sewing up needed, just my ends to sew in by the time I'd finished the sleeves. So that kept me busy. Then, this cardigan. Kim Hargreaves out of the Myth book, which is this one, which I think we might have looked at online before, I'm not sure. Bought this dress. Yeah, I'm getting into dresses now. A couple of weeks ago, and wanted a nice cardigan to go with it. So, I really like this cardigan in store, but the colour's not quite right for me. So, it says out of Myth, which is this one. Kim Hargreaves' latest. And you use Kid Classic, Rowan Kid Classic, which is this, and Rowan Kid Silk Haze, and you do a strand of each. Now this gives you a really, really, really effective colour. Can you see how that bright, I wanted something bright to go over this, because black and white dress, I think it needs something to lift it. So I initially picked the mulberry colour of the Kid Classic and the mulberry Kid Silk Haze. Wasn't quite what I wanted, so I'm doing 2 strands together. I cast this on, it's Tuesday, cast it on Sunday night, I think I did a bit Sunday night. Great pattern written by Kim Hargreaves. She is a beautiful, beautiful designer. So that's what I'm doing in this, and that's going to be this, but I'm going to make the sleeves a bit shorter. Quite nice to be able to try it on beforehand. So that's that cardigan. Then, this is another one off Ravelry. If you've not seen, extra fine merino worsted by Sublime. It's merino. I'm in love already. You know I love a merino. It's squishy, it's gorgeous, it's full of beautiful colours. And I, ages and ages and ages ago, and I don't say this right, and you can laugh at me, Joji Locatelli it should be Hohi, I'm not quite very good at the accent. Designer that I love on Ravelry, really, really love her stuff. And I started a Boxy years ago, but it was in 4-ply, and I did about that much and never did anymore because it's a big jumper to knit. But she does do a Boxy worsted. So this is my Boxy worsted. Again, it's in the round. I think I've got about 240 stitches. So I'm just going round and round and round and round and round until it gets to 17 inches. Then again, you'll divide for the sleeves like you do, knit the front, knit the back. And it's in this, which is in our clearance section, which is beautiful. We've got the worsted and we've got the DK, and both of which are worth a play with. They are utterly gorgeous. So I've also been doing this. Now this is the ultimate brainless knitting, because I'm just doing knit, 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 knit. That's it. So when I'm tired, I tended last night, I did an hour on this one first, then moved over to this because I was like this. Also meant I could take the subtitles off the telly, because I always tend to knit with the subtitles on so I don't have to pay too much attention. So yeah, look at that for a nice bag of squishy loveliness. So that is what has been keeping me busy.